So let me just tell you about yesterday and my experience yesterday. Yesterday was the beginning of football season, college football season, which was also the beginning of tailgating season. So a group of us guys, we have a tailgate group, and we go out there each year to tailgate, and this was the first time, obviously since surgery, that I got to tailgate. And it was also the first time that I was going to have to be outside for a long period of time in the heat. So I was interested to see how I would handle it. I tried to make sure that I had plenty of water. Took like a case of water and some big old jug of Crystal Light and some watermelon. Stuff to try to keep me cool. Let me tell you, yesterday was horrible. I don't want to call it like a heat stroke because I didn't need medical attention, but it was definitely dehydration. I was so, well, let me back up so you have a little idea of how long I was out there. When we tailgate, we get out there at 7 in the morning, 7 a.m., regardless of what time the game starts. So yesterday's game started at 7 p.m., right? So we get there at 7 a.m. When a game is at 7 p.m., I usually don't get out of there till about 11:30. So I'm out there for 14, 15 hours sometimes. And, it's just, people think we're crazy because we get out there so early. It's just what we do. It's just how we tailgate. And, so I knew that I was going to be out there that long of a time. And I also knew that the temperature yesterday was going to be over 100. I think it was like 103 or 104. So I definitely wanted to make sure that, I took stuff to stay cool. Now we have tents, all kinds of tents, so we're not sitting outside like right under the sun, but it's still hot. And yesterday was just, it was horrible. I threw up about 6 or 7 times, and it wasn't because anything I ate, because the only thing I had was I had a sausage wrap, but like the sausage link, cut it lengthwise, and only ate half of it, or only had half. And I put in a tortilla, but I tore the tortilla off, and so there was just a little bit of tortilla covering up the sausage wrap. Now this is the first time I ever had tortilla since surgery. But I only took one bite, and I set it down and started doing other things. And 55 minutes later, because I was keeping track, so you're supposed to wait 30 minutes between eating and drinking. Well, being so hot, I was trying to make sure I got in as much water as I could. So I was trying to time everything so I knew exactly when I could drink. But after I took that bite and ate it, 55 minutes later, I took some water in, a little bit of water, and instantly got sick. And actually no, that was the first time, yeah. And instantly got sick, so I ended up throwing up. And so I thought, well, maybe I ate too much. I only had one bite, not a big bite. And then I thought maybe it was just the food, the tortilla. I've had sausage, piece of sausage, since surgery, and it went down with no problem. So, I thought it has to be the tortilla. And just throughout the day, it was so hot that I had a rag, and I would dip it in ice water and put it over my head and on my back, and on the back of my neck, and just try to keep warm, keep cool. And it didn't work at all. it was just so miserable. And just throughout the day, I kept trying to make sure that I would sip my water, and I didn't drink any beer or anything, just water and some of the Crystal Light, and just all day long I kept throwing up. Luckily, the porta potties were right around the corner from our tailgate, so I mean it's just a quick little walk to the porta potty, and so throughout the day I kept just having to throw it. Every time I would take a sip of water without eating anything, I would have to throw up. And so my buddy was there, and if you're on Facebook, it's just the one that I mentioned. If you're on a Facebook friend of mine, that's the one that I posted on Friday that I had to, come clean to a buddy, and it was him. So we're talking, and I mean, I'm constantly having to go to the bathroom to vomit, and he starts telling me, you maybe it's the heat, because he's in the military, and he was saying when he was in Afghanistan that was a symptom that some of the soldiers would have over there, right? I mean, just from heat, so hot over there, that they would, I mean, vomiting was all the signs that I had. He just, mentioned that about it being the heat, and after a while, I was like, you know what, you're probably right, it is the heat, because though I was drinking water, I kept vomiting, so I would just vomit it right back up. So I wasn't taking anything in. I wasn't getting any fluids in, or keeping any fluids down. And it just got to a point where I said, man, I can't take this, I gotta go. And I ended up leaving. I got there at 7, and I got there at 7 a.m., and I stayed till 8 p.m. So, a good 13 hours I was still there. And but at that point I just couldn't take it anymore, and it kept coming. I mean, I was walking to my truck, and on the way we were walking by my truck, I was giving him a lift, and I'm crossing the street, and there's people everywhere. I mean, there's thousands of people around. I just started vomiting again in the middle of the street. I mean, it was pretty embarrassing, but I mean, I couldn't hold it in. And I came home, took a shower, and lay down, and just instantly was like chills. My body was just all night long just freezing cold, and just felt, you get that feeling, that sick feeling, like you're getting sick. And that's what I had last night, and even today, or even right now, I'm freezing right now. And my wife thinks I'm crazy because it's hot in the house, but I am freezing. And I just got that blah feeling. So, yesterday's heat really did a number on me. And, but now I know what I'm able to handle. I know next time. Part of the reason that we go out there so early like that, even when it is a late game, biggest reason is parking. You go to any major sporting event, and you have an idea of what parking can be like, right? I mean, you have thousands of people out there tailgating. You have over 100,000 people going to the game. The stadium for the University of Texas Longhorns. The stadium holds, I think it's like 103 or 105,000 people. You take that many people, try to find parking, forget about it. So if you don't get there early, you're screwed. You have to park far, and so it's one of the reasons I get there so early, and. But now I know what I'm capable physically of handling, and I'm not doing that. I told my wife last night that next week, or the next tailgate is in 2 weeks. Next week we have an away game, but that she's gonna have to drive me down there, drop me off, and pick me up, because I'm not gonna go that early again. I just can't be out there like that. And so it was a really horrible experience for me. It was just, I mean, the heat really kicked my ass. And now I know better. It was not good, y'all. So that's, you know, that's kind of what happened yesterday. And now I know for next tailgate and get together, you know, not to get there so early. That's it. I want to give a big or send my condolences to Rob Reno. You guys that follow Rob know that his father passed away. I think it was like late Thursday or maybe early Friday morning. I think I don't want to get it wrong, but just recently. And he, you know, he flew back home, I think yesterday, to be with his family. So Rob, I'm thinking about you, and you know, I prayed for you and your family. And you know, I'm really, really sorry to hear about your dad. Having lost my dad, you know, I know that that's not a good feeling. So, thinking about you and praying for you guys, you and your family constantly during this time. So, just wanted to say that. And also wanted to show you guys something really quick. I didn't realize this till recently, but some of you know, let me see if I can get this. You know, the Keep It Real bracelet that Rob has and sends out to people. When I got this, and I've been wearing it the day I got it, except when I had surgery, I had to take everything off. The day I got it, you know, I put it on, and this sucker was so tight. But I was determined to keep it on, to the point where if I would move it, you would literally see the imprint of the band around my wrist. But this is what I use, you know, when I work out or don't want to work out. I would look down at this, and it really did help me to, you know, keep it real with myself and you know, not make excuses. And anyway, getting a little off topic, but it was really, really tight. And now, I guess it's an NSV, but see if you can see that. See all that space in here, under here? And I'm just lightly, I'm not even pulling it hard, I'm just kind of lightly pulling it down. But this sucker was like a handcuff. It was so tight, and now, you know, I got all this room in here, and no more imprint on my wrist. So anyway, I keep meaning to mention that in previous videos and forget, but anyway, that's where I'm at. I have my 6-week update coming Wednesday. Hopefully I get it up in time. I'm also I'm participating in the Back to Basics Transformation Academy 40-day challenge. Some of you know what that is. I did it last semester. This is the 4th semester, and I set a pretty high goal. They want us to set a goal weight-wise, like how much we want to lose. And I set a goal of 30 pounds in 40 days. Will I be able to do it? I don't know. I've been averaging, I think, just over 8 pounds a week since surgery, and that's without working out. I get to resume my workouts this week. I go off of all restrictions this coming week. So I'm hoping, you know, with being able to exercise again, that I'll be able to reach it. So let's hope I can do it. And that's it. I've kept you guys long enough. I will talk to you soon.